Welcome to our class tutorial in Python programming. Today we are going to be looking at if statements. In brief, these are logical statements that are used to execute a program whenever a condition is true. So simply we are going to see how an if statement is implemented in a Python program. On the left side of my screen, you're seeing the code, and on the right side, you'll be seeing the results. So I've initialized num1 and assigned it value 3, and num2 and assigned it value 4. So this is an example of the if statement syntax. You start with the if, and then the condition follows. Then you terminate using the full colon. Then you write your code. But one thing to note, whichever code you want to put under your if statement, you have to indent it first below that if statement, so that the program knows that whatever code that is indented below the if statement is part of that if clause. So you have to note that indentation is key whenever you're writing an if statement or any other logical statement in Python programming. So let us see by using an example. So I'll change this and say if num1 is less than num2, then what should happen? I'll come here and say print so when I save, let's come to our black screen on the right and then see the results. So our condition is true, so it will come inside this if statement and print out this statement. So that is how the single if works. So if we want to have another condition to be checked for, we come here, press enter, go outside the indentation on the first line, put your elif. In Python, we use the elif. So I'll say if num1 is equal to num2, I'll terminate using the full colon. Then inside, I'll indent using the tab button. I'll say print they are equal. When I save and I change this to 3, it will come and check if num1 is less or equal to num2. If this condition is false, it will go and check for the other condition that we are trying to check for. If it finds that num1 is equal to num2, then it will print they are equal. So let's save and see what we are having. You see, it is saying they are equal. Now, the other thing that we can use in the if statement is the else part. The if and the elif are accompanied with a condition. The if and the elif are accompanied with a condition. So now whenever your conditions are done, that's when you implement the else. For it, it is not accompanied with any condition. You just say print no other results. So if we are to change this and we make this 5, so that none of our conditions above is true. If we save and come to our black screen here, it will say no other results. After checking if this condition is false, it will come and check for this. If this is false, it will come to the else part. But if this is true, if let's say we change this and say is num1 greater than so I was saying, It will check if num1 is greater than num2, then it will print out this, and it will not go to the else part. If one condition is true, if one statement in the if block is executed, then it will not check what, it will not run through the other else parts that are in that if block. So if I save this and come to our right side to see the results, it will say they are equal. So it will not go to the else part to check whatever is inside here. So that's it about the single